What's up? Today is Sunday, June 20th, 2021, and welcome to Reflections and Encouragement with Mike Brown. I'm Mike Brown. For those tuning in for the first time, welcome. The entire goal and purpose of this show is to hopefully inspire two people each week with something that I say. The goal is two people because I'm one of the two, and so I'm hoping to inspire myself and at least one other person each and every week. For those who have been tuning in for multiple times, welcome back, and thanks for your continuous support of the show. As I look back on this past week, there's a number of things that have transpired, like every week, but the key things that I reflect on here today are around, number one, Juneteenth, right? So Juneteenth is something that's a celebration where it's now a federal holiday. So that's exciting news and something that I'm looking forward to continuously celebrating with more people around the country. Number two, my niece turned 21. What's up, Chanel? Turned 21 this past week, and that was great. And three, today's Father's Day. And it's Father's Day, and happy Father's Day to all of the fathers who are out there. And as I thought about and reflected on Father's Day, it's a multifaceted type of holiday or day for me, because 2 years ago, it was on Father's Day that my Aunt Lorraine and I talked on the phone. And that's when she told me that she had stage 4 cancer. And I didn't know that she had cancer at the time. And so she ended up passing away 1 week after that phone call. So that first phone call, though, that call happened on Father's Day 2 years ago. So that kind of shook me up, and it'll forever be associated with Father's Day. So Auntie Lorraine, I miss you. Hope you're resting in peace. I love you, and I think about you all the time. Two, as I shared last year on Father's Day, my actual dad, happy Father's Day, Dad, he and I have been on a journey of healing and building our newly found, newly established relationship, and that's been something that's been beautiful over the last 2 years as well. He and I had a conversation 2 years ago, and just had some things that we both shared, and I think it helped us heal and move forward and really make peace with each other on some things. I'm just grateful that conversation happened, and I'm grateful for the things that are coming out of that peace that we've made. And of course, I think about people whose fathers have either passed away or they don't know who their father is, right? I pray for them, and I just know that you people are thinking of you, and just find that way and know that there are people who care for you. And even if your father isn't here, a lot of times they're either here in spirit, or there's been a lot of people, fortunately, who have filled in the gaps for people, myself included, where there's people who've been father figures, and I'm just thankful for people who I would call father figures as well. So people like my Uncle Larry and my sister's dad, Marvin, the late Marvin Spruer. I'm thankful for people like them who acted as father figures as well, and I'm grateful for people who do that for other people in their lives. I'm also thankful, as I reflect on Father's Day, of course, I am a dad as well, right? So I'm a girl dad, so I got my daughter, love her to death, and she's absolutely wonderful, and she is an absolute gift. And I think fatherhood is a gift. I think it's an incredible honor. I think it's an incredible joy. I also think it's an incredible responsibility. And as I think about what I could share in terms of encouragement for people as we approach the week ahead, I want to hone in on that responsibility piece a little more and unpack that in terms of being my daughter's dad. It's a great responsibility that requires a lot of work. It requires a lot of patience, a lot of focus, time, energy, right? There's some frustrating days. She could frustrate you. Trust me, I'm not the only dad that thinks it. But I love that little girl, but man, she gives me the business from time to time, and I love it. But it just takes some work. You got to put in work to handle your responsibility, and that's really my encouragement for not just fathers out there, but for people in general, right? When you have a responsibility, when I have a responsibility, not just with my daughter, but just as a person with different responsibilities, my encouragement for you is just put in the work. You gotta do the work. It's one thing to have the title of father. It's one thing to say, oh, okay, you're the one that's responsible for being the father, but then you gotta do the work to live it out and do the thing that you're responsible for doing. So that's really my encouragement for you all as you approach the week ahead. And I'm taking it into what are the things you're responsible for, and are you doing the work to execute and live out your responsibility? And that's what I encourage you to do, is take a look at that across not just, as a father, but again, anything that you're responsible for. And just have a look and try to ensure you're executing on putting in the work and being the best version of what you're supposed to be in carrying out that responsibility. All right? Look, have a great week. Take care. God bless.